Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Wrassle Graps. My name is Chris,
My name is Vincent.
and today we're here talking about an episode of AEW, The Go Home to Revolution. You know, it's an enjoyable show. I think I didn't love it.
Not
I
gonna
know you
lie,
enjoyed it,
I felt like going home after this one.
don't we all? Sometimes you just do, but
And
I
they call it
couldn't
a go
because
home show anyway.
I guess you're going to the show. I guess you're going to the
And that
pay per view.
makes
It's like
sense.
you're
You're going to
going
every
home.
show.
Maybe that's like their home destination. That's where they want to be.
They, I think that's the end, right? So it's like we're going home. You know what I mean? Like, take it home, baby.
That makes sense. I buy that interpretation.
Exactly. Take it home, Tony Schiavone. And then he's like, I don't know what to do. And then you're like, I knew you couldn't take it home, Tony Schiavone.
Well, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'm sure you feel the same way. I don't care what Excalibur says. I don't think that Tony Schiavone's a nice guy.
He's not a great guy. He was like, I don't care what anybody says. Tony
Unprompted too.
Schiavone is a great guy.
No one said
And I was
anything.
like,
He's
he's
just
talking to me for sure.
that has to be towards us. It must be.
Because who else talks bad about Tony Schiavone? Nobody.
Who else does it? Who else makes a whole thing about me and my homies not liking Tony Schiavone? I mean, it's just us.
I'm thinking Excalibur is a recent sub. He has to be.
Excalibur, you're a Wrassle Grappler, I guess, man. Welcome.
He knows we don't like the guy. And our homies
You
don't like
must,
him either.
you must know all 33 of the homies.
Exactly.
That's wild. Anyway, we're gonna move into the show from start to finish here, starting with the Hangman update. Comes out, he says, it's a real shame. I can't be in that triple threat match. Swerve comes out and says it's a shame, but also you deserve this. And then Samoa Joe comes
I
out and he says,
prayed
I
for
don't care.
this. And it happened.
Yeah, and then Samoa Joe comes out and he's like, I feel like I've heard that somewhere, but also I'm gonna beat your ass at Revolution. And then
Yeah. Drew
Swerve starts
McIntyre's at home. Like, I should post a tweet right now.
says I should, I feel like that's kind of my thing. Then Samoa Joe comes out and says, you don't gotta do it, I'm gonna do it right now. He says, I'm gonna beat your Revolution too. And then Swerve says, I'm kind of a dick. And then Hangman's like, you know what? He is kind of a dick. And also, I'm not really injured. Take this. And he starts hitting him with a crutch.
Speaking of dicks,
Yeah. I love Dick's Sporting Goods.
I love dicks.
Don't we all? Speaking of dicks, the Young Bucks,
Just saying
they're
that
backstage.
with a straight face.
I saw you really trying to hold it together. And I
Yeah,
respect the effort.
can't do it.
Really do respect the effort.
I watched us, play with balls.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great, probably the best OnlyFans out there is John Cena's.
It's for free, too.
For free, but then you're
Free
going to make a
promotion
whole
as well
account.
by us because we're
You're
stupid.
welcome. All 33 of our subscribers, go check out the John Cena OnlyFans.
But he's paid us in exposure because he follows.
Yes, he does do that, and I appreciate it. Even if it's not really him, behind the phone.
How could
In
it
the
not
account.
be him if he's beating his meat raw and dog?
No, you know
Sounds like John Cena to me.
it really does. Really kind of does. So moving on, the Bucks, they're backstage. They're looking for Sting. They want to beat him up with bats. They can't find him, but they're looking for him.
I don't know where they
So
found bats. I usually find bats in caves.
they must have went to Dick's Sporting Goods. Must have.
Fucking this free promotion. We're dumb as hell. We're dumb as fuck.
And hey, look, you brought it up. Okay, you brought up Dick's. I had to spin it
Yes.
somewhere.
I didn't bring up any dicks. Okay.
You did.
I said bats in caves. You said dicks. All right.
No, before in the last
That
one
was
when we are
before.
talking about the last
That was
segment,
the last one. That's like a whole
you
other
said it was.
story.
You said it like it's last week. It was 5 seconds ago.
It was, but we're not on the dicks topic. We're on caves now.
Look, if Slim Jim won't do it, it's gonna have to be Dick's. Okay,
No, I guess now it's dicks, bro.
it's anybody who wants to sponsor us. Okay,
Yeah,
it's
fucking
anybody.
dicks, man. I don't even go to dicks.
All right. Well,
I don't even eat
I'll
Slim
go.
Jims, to be honest. I know that's a shocker. But
I eat
I do
Slim
every
Jims all
now
the
and
time.
then, though, okay? At least. I don't even walk into dicks, okay?
Well, I try not to. It's weird. I try not to walk into Dick's often. But
Man,
anyway,
you got some problems.
what? Why do I got some problems? What are you talking about?
Because I mean, you're over here trying not to walk into dicks.
I have to walk in because like I'm not a sports guy. I don't know what's in there. You
Okay,
know,
okay. Yeah, you should have elaborated.
why does that make me weird?
Well, there's nothing weird about it, but I'm just
I'm
saying.
not. Why am I going in there? I'm not a sports guy. I don't watch baseball.
Yeah, I don't know.
All
Do you
right.
still
Well, hey,
bats there?
they must. They sell lots of sports things. Yeah,
So they sell like basketballs?
they do. Now it's turning into. Now you're making it worse with the free promotion. You're literally, you're literally making me get to the point where I'm gonna say they sell all your sports related needs.
Yeah, it's true. I'm building it up, you know.
So anyway,
No, I'm not even gonna say it.
all right. Moving on to the 6-man tag match: Eddie Kingston and FTR versus the BCC. It was a good match. I liked it. I don't know. I don't love just 6-man tag matches for the sake of 6-man tag matches, but this was a good one. You know, everyone involved is great.
I hated this shit. It was so
You hate it?
fucking. I hated it.
What do you mean you hate it?
I disliked it.
For what reason? Do you have a reason?
There was too much fucking shit going on, and I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, just fucking stay in the ring and stay on all corners, bro. Like, I don't need to
Man,
see y'all locking triple headlocks and shit. Like, and the refs
don't,
standing there like, whoa, what the fuck? And then you know, it's like, what are these rules, all right? What are these fucking
don't
rules? They don't
sit.
exist. Throw them
You're
like
not
a
gonna
fucking baseball bat. You know what I mean? Home run. The rules are out the
look.
window, out the baseball field.
Listen, don't sit here and talk to me like you haven't watched the last 5 years of programming where they do this all the time.
No, it just pisses me off every time.
Okay. Well, you
Every
know
fucking
what?
multi-man match, it's like a fucking annoying.
I've grown to just expect this to happen.
I'm sorry, it was building up for so long.
Listen, you prayed for this to not happen, but it happened anyway, okay?
In the
And
fucking
sometimes it's just how it is.
BBC, they're great heels. I'm not gonna lie, because I hate them
They are.
sometimes.
Yeah. Doing their job.
They need to do more, right? Like I feel like they do things, but it's kind of like I've seen this before. They need to do things where I'm like I haven't seen this before, and they're doing really cool, good jobs. But also, I hate these motherfuckers.
Because of 6-man tag matches.
Not only because of 6-man tag matches, but it's just the
So
things
what?
they do. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know. They're very hateable.
All right.
Just
Daniel
go.
Bryan did say. Speaking of which, I sent to you yesterday. How do you feel about the fact that Daniel Bryan's main pastime is trying to break people mentally?
I mean, I'm broken mentally.
From watching the 6-man tag match that went on for half an hour.
Yeah, so he did that to me, so I don't know how to feel.
All right. Well, we'll move on to the Jericho promo. Very uncontroversial figure here. Jericho's backstage. They show you a video package of the history between Atlantis Senior and Jericho. Then they go to his promo and they're like, and Jericho says, "You know what, but Junior, I'm going to teach you some stuff in that ring." They said something in Spanish I didn't understand because I don't speak Spanish, unfortunately.
Right. I forgot what he said.
He
But
said,
I
"I'm going to get in
understood.
that." Yeah, you understood what he said in Spanish?
I did, but I forgot what he fucking said.
You speak Spanish?
Well, no, I mean I understand some words, so I'm like putting pieces together. You know what I mean? It's like a puzzle.
Wow.
You know.
10 years of friendship. You learn something new every day. Wow. Isn't that fun? So I move on now. Go to the Will Ospreay segment. Will Ospreay's in AEW finally. Said he has obligations, but no more. He's here. And then Don Callis and the Will Hobbs and Takeshita come out. And then they have a little stare down,
Bro,
Takeshita and Ospreay. He does say
what
Brev a
the
lot. He
fuck,
has a
bro?
t-shirt. You can buy a t-shirt that just says Brev on it.
Hey, bro, what the fuck you do? Why am I rushing?
You sound like an Italian man doing his best to pretend
Hey,
he's from...
bro.
Yeah. You sound like a really angry middle-aged Italian man pretending to be British.
Yeah, that's definitely what it was. I was gonna go for a Russian accent, to be honest. That's what I was like about to do.
You sound like a middle-aged Italian man that got into a fight with a British man and is recounting it to his friends, you know?
It was actually gonna sound like Count Dracula, I think.
I was talking to him, and then this man he cuts in line, so I go, "Yay, bro,"
Imagine bro the southern accent.
And I
Hey
said,
bro.
"Partner," and I
Hey
said,
bro.
"Bro, you better step back in the line right there, pal."
Hey there, bro. What the fuck you doing there, bro?
It's hard to say "bruv" and sound southern. It really is.
It is. It's hard. Bro.
I tried constantly.
That's the best you can do.
Well,
It kind of sounds
so anyway,
offensive too.
Dan, it kind of does, just a little.
Hey
Granted,
bro, what are
most
you
things
doing
in the
there,
southern
bro?
accent just sound offensive.
Yeah. Go
So
pack
Osprey
those
and Takeshi,
shit, bro. Or else. Coxcon.
or or else, and then Takeshi has a stare down with Osprey, and then that's the segment. That's Don Callis is in the background. And I love him as a heel. The sister is
I'm
like, "Hey,
excited.
Takeshi." Love the chanting he was doing in the background.
Takeshita versus Will Ospreay is gonna be amazing.
I don't know. I'm really torn, man. I'm not feeling AEW recently, but that show looks fantastic. All the matches on there really look great.
I'm telling you, this was a decent. This was. I don't know. I like this shit. I do.
It's decent. That's the thing. It was
Except for the
fine.
6-man tag match.
Your favorite match?
I'll never forgive you, Blackpool Combat Club.
All right, so they move on to speaking of that match. Eddie Kingston's backstage. He's
Oh
gonna
hell yeah!
talk to Renee, but then the Bucks show up again. They threaten to fine Eddie Kingston for looking the way he does, and then they're like, "Never
That's
mind. I'll
kind
see
of
you later."
crazy.
And then that's the promo.
How much would it be though?
I don't know. I mean, how much
Like
do you
how much
find
did they
someone for?
offend? How much do you offend them with his looks?
I mean, look, you're a guy who wears suits all the time, and then a guy shows up, tank top, Tim's, and a sweatpants. I mean, how are you gonna feel about it?
That's just a New Yorker. I don't understand what the problem is.
That's just me, yeah. But New Yorkers, that Floridians might find them offensive. You know,
Floridians try and act like they're from New York. To be honest,
are they from California? Are the Young Bucks from California?
yes.
Well,
Rancho
there you go.
Cucamonga.
Yeah, that's there you go.
Yeah,
They're from California. They don't like the New Yorker style.
I guess so. I mean, what do they wear though? They wear like shorts and
They wear they
shirts
wear
without wear kind of without the jeans, I guess.
you saw what they wear. They wear little tuxedos and the hats.
I guess now they wear that, right? The weird clothing with the patterns and the. I have the shoes, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
I know that, and I know that you're doing your best to get rid of them.
Yeah, I was gonna sell the sneakers.
Well,
Now's the
anyway,
best time, I think.
might be
To the moon.
to the moon. Anyway, next up, Cassidy's defending his title against Nick Wayne.
It's an open
I know
challenge.
I saw a lot of
Yeah,
people.
who's gonna challenge?
I saw a
If
lot of
only they
people
would
who
announce
were.
it ahead of time.
It would have been nice. It would have been nice. I'm not gonna lie to you. How'd you feel about this one though?
I liked it.
I liked it. I had the problem where I felt there was too much shenanigans going on here, in my opinion.
Maybe, but didn't they get kicked out of ringside?
Yeah, the patriarchy got kicked out from ringside. Then the kingdom showed up, and then who was it? The best friends show up, and then there's a bunch of people there. Daniel Garcia shows up. There's too many people getting involved for me personally.
Yeah. I mean, I can see what you mean. I can see what you mean. It wasn't a clean match by any means, but it was good. I think it was all right. And it showed off Nick Wayne.
I mean, yeah, it's a good showing for Nick Wayne and Orange Cassidy. I would just prefer they had a straight up 15-minute match.
I see what you're saying. I'm not gonna lie. I can't really argue with you.
Sometimes it's the best way to win. When someone says that, I'll take it.
You didn't win nothing, bro.
I feel like I won
Let me
something.
remind you.
I don't want you to remind me. You keep that belt away. Nice pulling it out. God damn it.
Dicks.
Oh, God. There it is. There's the title. And I'm going to win that. It's going to be a great day.
We're gonna win this shit, bro. What do you want to do? Predictions now or something?
No, I'll
Can't do
find
that.
a way. I'll
You can't
find a
do
way.
that right now. I bet you
WrestleMania's coming
would
up.
do that.
I won't. You're right. I'll give you that much.
All right.
What, man? Sometimes you're just right. I mean, you keep expecting me to have these reactions. Sometimes you're just correct.
I don't know, man. What got into you, man?
I'm just trying to strategize, man. And your suggestions, they're not really working with my strategies. Just throwing it out there.
You've lost the plot, bro.
I'm keeping the plot somewhere you
You
can find
forgot where we came from.
it. Where did we come from? That island?
Content.
I'm still here.
We're
You went.
content creators.
You went to Florida because Staten Island wasn't good enough for you. I know. I
I
know what
went to
happened.
Tennessee because I went to Tennessee and then I went to Florida.
Loyal Staten Islander here versus
So I know about everything. About everything.
guy really got your ear to the ground, and it's hard to beat you. You know what I will one day.
I'm just saying, you've lost the fucking idea here, Chris. You used to be a
All
man
right,
of content, a man of the people. But you know
I'm
what?
ahead of you.
You know what? You're no longer a man of the people. I'm the people's champion. That's what they call me.
I guess might be.
You
Yeah, you're
know?
throwing up the L's too. I can't believe it.
Yeah. We the
So
ones and
next
you the buns. I don't know what to tell you.
buns in the whatever.
Smell this shit.
Anyway, so anyway,
The fuck's
um,
Bella?
uh, you know,
Oh, that's your okay. Yeah.
background noises. Of course they always happen.
Yeah.
Why not now? Why not have them happen now? Matter of fact, I'm gonna mute for a little bit. You talk about the promo.
All right, all right. This promo, I don't even know where we are on this show to be honest. But I'm sure it was fine. I'm sure it was a good promo. No, the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. Okay, look, the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. This promo, it just makes me sad because Jay White should be a badass, but he is not a badass. He's just in this gang with these boys, the acclaimed. I forgot their names. I'm not gonna lie. And then there was something with Max Caster. I remember that. I forgot
Yeah,
what they said
Max.
about him.
Yeah, Max Caster. He messed up his rap on what's it called, Collision, and they
And
called him out on it.
Collision. Yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, this
Yeah,
makes
so
me depressed because like Jay White's just not. He should be in the spot. Like he should be getting the treatment that Will Ospreay was getting
look
because
that
he was such a
MJF
big
feud.
in Japan main events, Wrestle Kingdoms. In that
That
period
MJF feud
with the Bang
really
Bang
killed him.
Scissor Gang, Bullet Club Blight.
It's a shame. It really is.
It's
But
somehow better
that
than the BC or whatever, the club. But
don't
still,
sit here. It is. It is better than. It's really hard to be worse than that.
like how do you follow this alone with Jay White? Like I'm talking to you, Tony Khan.
It's long con.
He's not the long one. The Khan's long. He's a
You
long one.
know, could be. You'll know.
You don't know what it's like to be 6'7",
I don't.
7'11",
5'5".
24/7.
Numbers 365. You happy now? We got numbers going. It's math now. They don't sell you any math supplies at Dick's Sporting Goods. That's a shame.
Mr.
Really should.
Worldwide.
There we go. So anyway, Statlander versus Sky Blue. Next match. It was a good match. Good match.
Sky Luther.
I wish Luther was here. I miss Luther.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I wasn't feeling it because I didn't see Luther today.
he's actually the star of the show all the time.
Never not the star of the show. It's great.
Him
I
and
love
Tony
it.
Storm have a really good thing going.
They do. But unfortunately,
I don't appreciate how AEW is like, man, it's really hard to book women's wrestling. It's like it's not hard at all to book
book
women's
them the
wrestling.
same way you book the men. It's not that hard.
It's like, well, you see, it's not that easy. It's like it is that easy. It really is.
Just use the same strategies used for the guys. It's not that hard.
You know, WWE did on SmackDown.
Yeah, I watched the show.
They
Very
had a
cool.
women's match, and they had a women's segment, and then they had another women's match. It was a tag team match.
And then right after that, they had
And all of
the
that
Jade
happened
Gargill.
one after the other, and then Jay Cargill, and then the fucking AEW is so behind comparatively to that. Okay, they're not doing nearly that much, and it wasn't even hard for WWE to do. So
Well, yeah, it really shouldn't be that hard, but it is for them. But the credit I will give them is this was a good match, and I enjoyed it. Good little win for
it was
Sky Blue.
good. It was good. I like Sky Blue, but I like Chris Taylor more.
I'm not a big fan of her. I noticed.
Huge fan. I love her, man. She's great. Fantastic wrestler. And I'm happy to see her succeeding, except she's not champion anymore. What the fuck happened?
She lost it to Julia Hart.
Who won? Julie Hart? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that did happen.
Yeah, last
No
paper.
wonder, bro. No wonder she fought Sky Blue.
All right, well, next up, we get to my least favorite match on the show. I'm going to say Jericho versus Atlantis Jr.
And the fact I didn't know any of this, because I forgot about it,
It'd be
it's
that
just
way. It's
Tony
not.
Khan's fault, to be honest. I don't blame myself.
Yeah, it happened. There's too many
I haven't seen
titles
Chris
there.
Taylor in forever.
There's too many titles, and he keeps bringing in more. That's really the problem you're looking at.
Is that the issue?
I think it is.
I don't know about that.
All right, well, Jericho versus Atlantis Jr. I don't know your thoughts on this. I thought it was just slow and boring.
Oh, I liked it.
Really?
Yes, I did. Because I was actually interested in seeing him fight Atlantis. And because I didn't see him ever in my life. So I was like, oh, I want to see how he is. And then they did the little throw in the towel thing, which was pretty. You don't see that a lot. Like, no one really does that. Unless you're Cody Rhodes
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, should I throw in the towel? Should I do it, Cody? Then maybe
You should.
you do that. But because I remember something like that, but I don't know if it was Cody. Sounds like something he'd do.
I don't know if it's just the mood I was in watching this. I was watching this and I was trying to get into it, but I felt like they were both moving so slow around the ring. It really, it really is
It
trying to
wasn't
feel like,
fast, but I liked it. I don't know. And then they did the lion tamer.
mhm. And that's where Jericho won. I know, but
And then he won. And then the guy was like, "Ah, man, what pow?" You know what I mean? And
yeah,
the
they're
son was
all
actually not even mad. He was like, "All right."
yeah. He lost to Chris Jericho. What happens?
He was like, "Fuck." And then Chris Jericho was like, "Let me raise your arm because you're a winner, motherfucker."
You're
And
a
he was
winner,
like,
except not tonight.
"Yeah, okay, all right."
I will point out we still don't know what happened with Jericho all that time ago, and it is still weird for me watching this. And I am still upset, mostly at the fact that he has a book called The Complete List of Jericho that lists quote unquote every match he's ever had, but he keeps having more. So he's wrong. I think
Is the Atlantis match in there?
it can't be because it came out a year ago. The book.
No, Atlantis Senior.
That might be. It has to be.
All right. I wonder which
So
number
move
that
on.
is.
Probably early on. Can't be that hard to find.
Was that? Where was that? In Mexico?
CMLL, I think. Right.
I guess so.
Right. So moving on to the last segment of the show, Sting's last Dynamite. Bucks come out. They're looking for Sting. Darby tries to jump him with this fake Sting gimmick in the mask. It doesn't go out for them. Ric Flair comes out, turns on the Bucks, doesn't go good for him. Then Sting finally comes from the rafters, saves the Bucks, and then not saves the Bucks, takes down the Bucks. Him and Darby stand tall, and then that's the end of it.
The Bucks. Big Bucks.
I mean, this was a fine segment, I thought.
This was okay. I didn't really appreciate it because they beat the shit out of them at first, and then, Ric Flair came. It was a whole thing. It was fucking not very fun, in my opinion.
I feel like they really should have made a bigger deal of Sting's last televised appearance. I know he has a pay per view coming up, but for just for Dynamite's sake, I really think they should have made a bigger deal out of it.
For sure. And then he came out and he didn't even save Darby. He let Darby get punished. That makes sense, I guess, but still.
It doesn't really make sense when you think about it.
I don't know, but because like I said, Darby likes to get punished, but he could have gotten worse. You know what I mean? Could have been bad. He could have died. Could have
I
died.
guess. I guess.
So that was weird that he didn't.
Well, overall,
He
what would
didn't
you
get
say?
saved, but it's fine. Thumbs up for me.
You're gonna go thumbs up. For me, it's a thumbs in the middle. I thought this was a very okay episode. That if you missed it going into the pay-per-view, you wouldn't be worse off for it.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, there's
I
really
mean,
nothing of consequence here.
you wait. So you think thumbs in the middle is crazy?
There's really nothing of consequence that happens on this show when you look at it. You know,
Yeah.
there's no killer angle that really gets you excited. That's always been my issue with AEW's go home shows is that they really rely on the matches themselves to sell you on the show. They don't have any killer angles to get you excited for it. So if you're not into the matches already, you're probably not going to be more into them by the time it rolls around, you know?
I thought the card was very interesting. Right. So I thought it was interesting going into it, and I thought it was fun watching it, except for some slight details I didn't appreciate.
No, I could see where you're coming from. Wasn't really hitting for me.
All right. You
I
want to
don't
wrap it
think it
up?
was bad. Yeah, I don't think it was bad. I just think it was okay.
Sure. I can see that.
Well,
All right.
speaking of things that you like, if you like this one, consider hitting the like button. And there's plenty of things to do. I feel bad because I'm stealing this from you, but I hope that you are enjoying this. Anyway, when you see the little things down there, you can also see the comment faster. When you hit the like button, you're gonna see the subscribe button. You're gonna hit
Faster.
that subscribe button, and then you're gonna leave a comment
Do
because
it
it's pretty cool of you
faster.
to do that. Then you're gonna go to all your
Come
podcasting
on.
platforms. You're gonna follow us there, and then that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.